Hello everyone, and welcome to the Yellow Turban tournament, where we are gonna be seeing all the 6 Yellow Turbans go head to head to see who will emerge victorious, because we all know that the Yellow Turban warriors are far superior in duels compared to the other guys from the Han Empire. But there are only 6 Yellow Turbans, which means that we are lacking 2 people. And I've just picked those 2 from the first and second place from our grand tournament, who are Shu and Zheng Jiang. So they will also be fighting in this tournament here. And the ones who are fighting first is He-Man and Gong. Then after them we will see Shu and the notorious Pei Yuanshao. After them is Huang Shao and Zheng Jiang, who we all know can be very deadly with her poison dagger. And then last but not least we have Yi and Zhang Kai. But we have to find out who will emerge victorious by actually let them duel. So let's get straight into this. Okay, so the first duel is between Gong and He-Man. Who will win? He-Man is actually more notorious for his bow skills, but I'm not sure that will come to any use here, because they are in close combat and it probably won't be used at any point. We already see right now that it's going quickly into Gong's favor right now with just a small margin, while he also himself is losing a bit of health. But who will win? The one with the giant mace or the man with the 2 smaller maces? I'm not sure, but let's find out. This battle is quite long, so we'll skip a few minutes here and there. But this is kind of interesting because we have the leader from the west, and then we have the follower from the center, from the central plains, that is. I have no clue on who will actually come through here as victorious. But let's just move forward to maybe about 4 minutes, and then we will see how all of this looks. Okay, we've gone into 5 minutes 45, and we see that the health bar is really one-sided right now. It's in the favor of Gong, while He-Man is on the wrong side here. He's lost quite a lot of health. He's below 50% right now, I can tell you that. While Gong also is actually getting close to that 50% margin there, which could actually make this a bit closer again. But here we see He-Man actually using Binding Fury, trying to get the upper hand here on Gong. Although it's very tough apparently, because the veteran is doing a great job. And the funny thing is, it's actually the scholar who should be the one who is better at dueling. Well, here we see that it's the veteran that's actually doing the better job. By quite a lot actually. He-Man, you are going down really quick now. You've lost a lot of health. While Gong is almost at that 50 margin now. He-Man is almost down at 20% or something. But it's very scary for him. Let's see how or who is leading when we go down to the last 2 minutes. Okay, here we go. Look at that health bar. It's come very close now. He-Man has pulled this one back. Gong is down to about the same amount of health as He-Man actually. Probably lower even. I don't know. Maybe he can actually do this. Maybe He-Man can actually go through. Showing how good a scholar actually is at dueling. Gong the veteran is nowhere near as strong as He-Man apparently. Kind of fitting, to be honest. But how is this gonna go down? I'm not sure yet. My money, if I would set them on anything, it would probably be on He-Man, because if he could pull that great lead back, or if he could pull it, as he could pull this back from being so far behind, that really takes some courage. I'm really surprised. Gong, you're really a big disappointment if you lose this. 30 seconds left. Let's see who's gonna win this. They're just kind of parrying each other's attacks. No one is really that keen on actually doing the final blow. But here we see Binding Fury being used, and oh my god! Gong is down! He-Man wins! What? I guess that's how you win a duel. He-Man, you pulled this one back. You are fully deserving of entering the semi-finals. But let's see who you will face. Shushu or Pei Yuanshao. Okay, let's see this kind of obvious battle, because we've already seen this in the Pei Yuanshao versus 6 other heroes battle duel, I think, where we actually saw how this battle will actually end up turning out. But just for good measure, we will do it again. We see the deers actually running away in the background, while these two great warriors will duel it out. The victor of the grand tournament versus one of the best heroes in the game, possibly even the best, which you probably will find out today if he actually is. We already see that it's quite even, although in a few seconds it's probably gonna turn into a one-sided battle here, where Shushu will lose almost all his health instantly. Yeah, look at that. Already it's going down quite quick. They're throwing each other over each other's shoulders, but well, I don't think that's enough. Those maces do so much armor piercing damage that it's insane. Look at that. Shushu's armor does nothing here to protect him. He's going down really quick. He needs to do something if you want to win this. It's all because Pei Yuanshao has this huge amount of melee evasion. I think it's all the way up at 75 or 78 even, I'm not sure, but as we see right now, Shushu is almost at 50%. He will probably use his Condemned Howl ability very soon. Here we go, it's being used now, and from now on it will probably be a bit closer. Maybe, I'm not sure, probably not, but Pei Yuanshao, you might just say that he's probably the strongest hero in the game, to be honest. Because if he can melt Shushu, who had a hard-fought battle between Zheng Jiang and all the other heroes he fought in the grand tournament, then yeah, I don't know what to say. And there we go. Pei Yuanshao chokes Shushu and he breaks his neck, and now he's over. Not surprised that Pei Yuanshao comes through to the semifinals. That was probably to be expected. He will face He-Man. But first, let's see who also is going to the semifinals. Alright, here we go. Zheng Jiang versus Huang Shao. Who will emerge victorious here? We see that Zheng Jiang, as always, stops up to throw her poison dagger. And now she will engage Huang Shao, the scholar. And we have already seen one scholar go through. Will he do it again? Or will we actually see one from the grand tournament who actually can come through to the semifinals? We already see that the health bar is really low here on the side of Huang Shao. For some reason, that poison dagger is really overpowered. Maybe Creative Assembly should probably look into change that a bit. But we already see now that although Huang Shao has lost a lot of damage, it's all from the poison dagger, but none from Zheng Jiang's axes. While on the other hand, Zheng Jiang has already lost a lot of health from only Huang Shao's swords. And they're actually almost equal again. To be honest, I actually think this one might go to the favor of Huang Shao, because he had the far worst starting position with where he have lost quite a lot of health, while Zheng Jiang had almost a full health bar, while now it's actually in Huang Shao's favor. I think he will win this one. Zheng Jiang, although you are the Bandit Queen and quite infamous for being a great warrior, then it's still not good enough. You will be defeated by a Yellow Turban general. And although it's quite humiliating. It's not that big of a humiliation, as he is very known for his prowess in fighting. So we're coming into the last few seconds here, where we really see how strong Huang Shao actually is. Maybe he could actually defeat Pei Yuanshao, to be honest. I would certainly like that if he did. Because I've only heard good things about Pei Yuanshao, while I've heard nothing about Huang Shao. So, maybe. Let's hope so. I want to declare this one to be a victory for Huang Shao. And here we go, the finishing blow has been dealt. Huang Shao emerges victorious and goes to the semifinals. Now, let's see who they will face there. Will it be He Yi or will it be Zhang Kai? So, this is actually the only healer that will be fighting in this tournament. I'm quite sad to see that there's only one of them, because I think He Yi is actually my favorite Yellow Turban general, because he is so unique and very strong. He even wins the joust, to be honest. I wish that there would be a few more healers. They are so strong, or so cool. But will he emerge victorious today against Zhang Kai? He has a very unique weapon, Zhang Kai, while he only uses the ordinary spear. Maybe he could pull this through. I'm not sure. You already see that he is actually winning right now. He haven't even lost a single ounce of health, while Zhang Kai has lost a small bit, probably from the jabs as well as Yi's hits. Okay, I've just moved forward quite a bit, and we actually see now that Zhang Kai has actually pulled this back by quite a lot. He has lost over half his health. He's almost down to 25%, while Zhang Kai is well above 50. This is surely in the favor of the veteran now. My favorite hero in this tournament is going out in the quarterfinals. That's really sad to see, to be honest. It's heartbreaking. Yi, my great healing friend, you have to heal my heart, but you won't be able to because you're down. You will be dead before this battle is over. I'm sorry to say it, but it's probably true. The veteran is just too strong. And if he goes through, it will be 2 scholars and 2 veterans that will be fighting in the semifinals. We see Zhang Kai actually dodging, and the health bar is far too low on Yi's side. I can't bear to watch it. Let's do this. I want to see this in this direction, in this form here. Oh, straight through the eye. Yi is down. Zhang Kai emerges victorious. Now, all of the battles in the quarterfinals have been fought. Now, let's go into the semifinals. First up is He-Man and Pei Yuanshao. Here we go. This is quite a long battle and probably won't be showing all of it. But first of all, we see that He-Man is actually using his Hail of Avarice ability, trying to take out some health from Pei Yuanshao while he still has the chance. And then afterwards just trying to charge in order to maybe win this. Can he seal this off right now? I'm not sure, but let's find out. But this battle, to be honest, is quite long, so I'm not really sure if I want to show all of it. Definitely won't. It's 20 minutes long. No chance I'm gonna sit here and wait for all that. We're gonna fast forward at some point, but for now we can just take a look at who will lead in the start. For now, it's actually He-Man who's winning. Pei Yuanshao have lost a small amount of health, but it's nothing that can really decide the game for now. Because we already have seen that He-Man is really good at pulling battles back. But he just lost a lot of health right there, for some reason which I'm not certain on why. But let's move forward to when there's only 10 minutes left, and then we can see who is winning there. Okay, we're back again, and we see that this is kind of weird, to be honest. We saw that He-Man was actually doing quite well in the start, but apparently he's lost quite a lot of health. He's almost down to 35%, I think. Maybe he has a bit more, maybe a bit less, I'm not sure. But he haven't even done a brick of damage at Pei Yuanshao. He's really doing well to keep himself in this battle right now. He could go out any minute, although, as we can see down here, it's not gonna be very soon. Maybe he's gonna fight for a bit longer and possibly take out Pei Yuanshao. I'm not sure. We have seen him pull battles back while he was behind by this big of a lead. I'm not certain, but he's trying to overpower Pei Yuanshao, but fails. But we see that they're both very exhausted. He-Man uses Binding Fury as well as, what's that, surprise attack, which increases speed, melee damage and armor piercing damage, which also causes fear and gives him the ability to stalk. But we still have a lot of time left, and I don't want to sit here for too long just looking at the semi-final. We'll have to watch the final a bit more. So let's move up to when there's only about 3 to 2 minutes left or something, I don't know. Okay, we are down to the last 2 minutes now, and we see that it's pretty easy, to be honest, to pinpoint who is actually gonna emerge victorious in this battle. Pei Yuanshao has still a lot of health left, while He-Man is down to the last 10%. Although He-Man's actually been at that amount of health for quite some time now, it's kind of obvious to see who is gonna emerge victorious. I guess he probably didn't use his bow well enough. He only used it once in the start, while he probably should have used it for a bit longer, because then he might actually still have been able to pull this one off. But just maybe. So let's see how's this gonna go. Now it's just a damn context right now, although we see a great combo here actually, but it ended up with a miss from Pei Yuanshao. How's this gonna turn out? I'm not sure yet. He's trying to punch. A great kick from Pei Yuanshao, but he needs to do a bit more to take him out. It's probably gonna happen at any moment now because we are so close to the final. I don't know who's gonna win this one. We see a great hit there with the mace from Pei Yuanshao. He-Man is not doing anything, to be honest, right now. He's just failing constantly, trying to get in close on Pei Yuanshao, but it doesn't work. As long as Pei Yuanshao can keep He-Man at a distance, he will win this. Because he has the range. Now, let's see, 30 seconds left. Who is gonna win this? It's kind of obvious now. But all I just want to see now is the final, the execution. And here we go. Just squishing his chest down to the ground. Pei Yuanshao goes through to the final. But who will he face there? Will it be Huang Shao? Or will it be the veteran Zhang Kai? Alright, here we go. Huang Shao versus Zhang Kai. Originally, I wanted to be in control of Huang Shao, but Zhang Kai was actually too frightened to actually duel Huang Shao if I was controlling Huang Shao. So I had to take control of Huang Shao to maybe see, just to make this work. But we already see that it's going in the favor of Zhang Kai. But I have a feeling this might turn around very quickly because Huang Shao is a scholar after all. And although Zhang Kai is a veteran, he is nowhere near the same amount of evasion as Pei Yuanshao. We already see that it's getting a bit even again. But is it gonna be this even for long? I don't think so. My money is on Huang Shao. Although I have seen this... Okay, we are about 3 minutes into the battle now, and neither of our two duelists here have actually lost that much health. Currently it's in the favor of Huang Shao because Zhang Kai has lost a bit more, but it's not that much, to be honest. He could still pull this one back. but I think he's probably going down to about 50% now. He even says that he might have to retreat now. He is exhausted, while Huang Shao also is that, but a bit less because of he has an ability that actually makes sure that he loses fatigue a bit slower. And we are now going into the last minute of this duel, and we can probably figure out who is gonna face Pei Yuanshao in the final. It's probably gonna be Huang Shao. So let's just fast forward so we can see this execution here. It's coming very soon, probably. 30 seconds left. Let's go back to play here, and now we can see that it's obvious who the winner is. I just want to see the execution. There we go. 2 swords into each eye, and down Zhang Kai goes. Huang Shao emerges victorious, and now let's go to the final where we see Pei Yuanshao face off against Huang Shao. Here we go, the final between Pei Yuanshao and Huang Shao. This battle is apparently 16 minutes long, so we are probably gonna skip this one as well. Some parts of it at least, but for now they're just riding forward to each other, so let's just move forward. Okay, now they've engaged in a duel, and how will this turn out? None of them have actually come off their horse yet. We see Huang Shao actually hitting Pei Yuanshao. Just because their names are so familiar or similar, I will call this guy over here Pei Yuanshao for just Pei, and then the other one here Huang Shao for just Shao. Okay? So we already see that Pei is, to be honest, is doing quite a good job here. Huang Shao has lost a small amount of health already, but it's nothing serious, to be honest. He is still able to fight. Okay, we are now at 10 minutes, and we see that the battle is quite even actually. They've both lost about the same amount of health, to be honest, and this could go in any direction still. But this is kind of interesting because they're actually both under the same faction if you play on the campaign, so this just means that they have the most overpowered dueling heroes in the game, to be honest. They could just crush any opponent, any foe. It's insane. But which of them will actually show who should be the boss? It's either the mace guy or the sword guy. Okay, 5 minutes left, and it's still very even. It's slightly in the favor of Huang Shao right now, the scholar. Which actually, if you ask Chris Assembly, it should probably be so actually. Huang Shao, the scholar, is actually known as, or it should be, at least, should be the one who's better at dueling, while the veteran is better at fighting crowds, just like the vanguard. But I think they probably messed up these characters, to be honest. Those classes, veteran, scholar, healer, they don't really make that much sense, to be honest. But as we see right now, it's actually very even. I couldn't really pinpoint a winner out of this right now. But if I should, it should probably be Huang Shao. Or Shao, as I said I would call him. Because Pei is losing quite a lot of health, but they're both exhausted now. Which means that Shao's favor is actually gone. But Pei is confident, while Shao still is very eager to fight. So at least they both have some courage left. We're down to the last 3 minutes or thereabout, but we still can't pinpoint a victor. And that's quite surprising, as this battle has been going on for such a long time. 16 minutes. It's insane. Imagine just sitting here and watching it all. I'm so happy we have these fast forward buttons. Also, let's just get a slow motion right here, where we see Pei just pushing back Shao with his sword, which is actually not in his hand, to be honest. What's this? What is this? That's a small glitch. Let's not look at that. There we go. It's banging its head again. That's good. It's a minor glitch which you probably wouldn't notice if only you were out here. Or well, you definitely wouldn't notice it out here. It's only because we are this close to the battle. But now it's definitely going into the favor of the scholar. The veteran is going down, slowly but surely. The guy who was known to be the strongest in the game is going down. The guy who took out 6 characters is going down. Wow, that's insane. I'm surprised. Charles Lee, I hope you're watching this. I'm sorry to call you out, but I'm actually surprised. You're probably also surprised. Maybe it's because I'm playing as Huang Shao, I don't know. Although we do know that battles can get different outcomes all the time, so this could probably just be one scenario. If I fought it again, it would probably turn out different, but I will not do that because it took 16 minutes as you just saw, so no chance I'll do that again. I will not sit through such a long battle again. This is long enough for me. We're going down to about the last minute soon. And Huang Shao is holding on strong. His lead is very strong. He has about 40% health left, while Pei is down to the last 10, maybe even 5% now. Their horses are sitting in the background just waiting for their master to come back. But which one will actually get a master, and which one will gain the freedom or just be sold on the marketplace to some random dude? I don't know. But this is very close. Pei Yuanshao with his mace and Huang Shao with his swords. Who is the strongest of the Yellow Turban generals? I don't know, but we will surely find out very soon. The last 30 seconds has engaged. Alright, the last 20 seconds are now upon us. Who will win? Huang Shao, apparently, who takes out Pei Yuanshao. Huang Shao emerges victorious. I am quite surprised and kind of not, to be honest. He is a scholar and is very strong. I am so happy to see this. Pei Yuanshao, the man with a lot of melee evasion, has gone down. We see that Huang Shao emerges victorious and apparently is the strongest duelist in the game.